And how many, obviously, from India? Excellent. This is exactly what we were hoping would happen, and I've had the wonderful opportunity to work with both Joint Secretary Aurora as well as Joint Secretary Agarwal as we look to continue to promote and grow the economic ties between the United States and India. I do want to thank CII, Mr. Samani. I think that was an excellent presentation. CII always does a wonderful job of providing the scene setter for these kinds of interactions, and thank you, sir. That was very, very helpful. I'd also like to thank Sana Nestor. You'll hear from Adrian Mutton at the end of our presentations here. But Sana Nestor represents something very important, which is an ingenious concept for a company that recognizes the needs for small businesses, recognizes that it's different for small businesses in navigating some of the more traditional centralized government kinds of programs or regulations. And so I think as we have this discussion today, the more we talk about Sana Nestor, their interactions with the private sector, CII, their interactions with the private sector, and how they can feed into the work of our two governments, especially at the central level, I think will help us to come up with some ideas and some going forward programs that really will be beneficial to all sides. The CEOs who are here from the SMEs are here as well for TradeWinds, which is the largest trade mission that the Commerce Department holds every year. And for the first time in its history, TradeWinds is taking place here in India. And I can't think of a better expression of commitment and opportunity than the fact that we have over 100 U.S. companies represented here, 100 plus more coming from India itself, in order to convene to meet with the professionals who work with the U.S. Department of Commerce to talk about opportunities, to talk about matching up, to talk about pairing. And I want to give a shout out, if you guys can wave, Eileen and Bhavna. Eileen and Bhavna are from the Delhi office right here. And as we again talk about a wholesome program that engages our companies, whether they're a small company, whether they're a Fortune 100 company, it's really the work that our colleagues on the ground here do throughout India. We have 7 offices total in India, so it's not just limited to what we're able to do here in Delhi. In the same way, we have in the United States over 100 offices known as U.S. Export Assistance Centers spread out across all 50 of our states. And their focus is primarily to work with small and medium enterprises. And so they have come now together for this important event taking place over the next couple of days. And we have our commercial experts here from the region. So we have commercial experts here from Southeast Asia, from South Asia, from East Asia, and so we're really eager to get down to that granular level. What I've been saying a lot to folks recently as I talk about the work and the mission of the U.S. Department of Commerce is we really are transactionally focused from the standpoint that we want to facilitate, whether it's matching, whether it is just an opportunity for consultation. We want to bring your companies together with our experts to see how we can continue to expand those opportunities. So I do want to make sure you're aware of that. We actually have 80 offices across the world. India is second only to China in terms of the number of commercial offices that we have, and I think another reflection of the importance of the market, the potential for the market. And I wanted to make sure that we connect with everyone, large and small. It's not surprising, probably, that the federal government is very focused, similar to what we were just hearing about from Joint Secretary Aurora, very focused on ensuring that small businesses in the United States flourish and have the ability to succeed. We know that it's easier for the big businesses because they just got more personnel on the ground to address their issues. Not so simple when you're talking about the small business community. Interestingly, there are 30.2 million small businesses in the United States. Of those small businesses, 287,000 export. So you can still see 30 million versus 287,000. A lot of opportunity, a lot of work that can be done. And just because this is a very important aspect of our current administration led by President Trump priorities, these companies in the United States represent 58.9 million jobs. So again, we recognize, as you heard from Joint Secretary Lord, you heard from Mr. Somani, the numbers are equally as impressive here in India. And what it does is just proves that we have a collective reason to want to see how we can expand the opportunities. As was mentioned, we do have the U.S.-India Commercial Dialogue, we have the U.S.-India CEO Forum. And that has been a useful tool, and we continue to work. We had a meeting just recently in February to reconstitute the CEO Forum with new members, and we're excited that that's happened, but also to bring our leaders together. Sadly, Mr. Ross's plane was delayed because of weather in Newark, and he couldn't make it, but he dialed in, and he gave his opening remarks at the start of the CEO Forum, which is at midnight in New York, and then he dialed in 6 hours later to give his concluding remarks for the commercial dialogue. So he was very vested, and I'm happy to say he should be landing. Has he landed? Okay. So he's here, and not here. He's making his way from the airport. But he's here to support the Trade Winds mission, but also to meet with Mr. Prabhu, Mr. David, and we anticipate meeting with the Prime Minister as well. So it just gives you an idea of how important, how we want to strengthen ties. We're looking for your thoughts and your suggestions. We know that none of us can be all things to all people. We work cooperatively with other agencies in the United States, including the Small Business Administration. Also, even within our own operations, we have the Minority Business Development Council as part of the Department of Commerce. We also have the Advocacy Center, where we are competing and advocating for government procurement here in India, where there can be all kinds of contracts for smaller either suppliers or contract work. So we are looking through the full spectrum to see how we can be helpful, how we can continue to increase those ties. So I will leave it there. I'm more interested, frankly, in your feedback, your comments, your thoughts and ideas. We know that just for being here today takes a lot, because again, when you are a small business, that means that you've had to step away from your daily activities that are crucial and vital, because there aren't that many running the operation in order to be here. So we want to maximize your valuable time, get your feedback, your thoughts and your ideas. It is thrilling to finally see this meeting come to fruition, because we have talked about it for quite a long time. But it's all of you giving us your feedback that's actually going to help us to take this to the next level. And once again, to ensure the strongest possible economic and trade ties between our two nations. We have so much that connects us, and it's just going to be wonderful to see those numbers continue to climb. Thank you very much.